Well, good morning. The bitter cold and leftover snow has put us in a weather impact alert this morning. This is a live look at the roads. You can see roads in Chesterfield there and 270 in South St. Louis County. Actually, is that Kings Highway?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Well, you know what? It's a road covered in snow. That's
And
really
they're all
the theme.
covered.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. I'm Michelle Lee alongside Paul Cook and Anthony Slaughter, keeping an eye on traffic and this bitter cold. Also, school closings. I just got my alert. Diamond Palmer is out on the roads. Photojournalist Joe Young is in West St. Louis, overlooking I-64. And of course, we are missing Rennie in studio. You can see him in the Brady Bunch scheme of things. He's in the top right. He's graciously taken the lead to show us conditions. Rennie, what's the drive been like this morning?
Very slow so far. We are on Interstate 44. We just passed Six Flags, and we've been behind this truck here for quite some time now, the truck with the flashers up front of me. That truck about 4 miles ago started to slip from the back and fishtail a little bit as it was going down a steep grade, but was able to correct itself. However, for most of the journey here on Interstate 44, it has been just this one lane. Give you an idea of what it looks like behind us. There's a long line of vehicles behind us as well. But it's been pretty much just this one lane as we continue to go through. You see a truck on the left now passing in that snow-covered area. But people are pretty much taking it slow, about 40, 45 miles an hour. Every once in a while, someone does fly by, as you just saw. Coming back on our next hit, I'm going to tell you more about what MoDOT has been doing out here. We actually saw some snow plows, and I've got a pretty cool experiment to show you just how cold it is outside. Right now, let's toss it back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, so yeah, great stuff there, Rennie, and good intel seeing what we have out there. You can see what's behind me right now. It's not Christmas, it's a wreck. It's a storm that has caused some conditions that are bad. As you know, 70 at Cave Springs going westbound. So this is right before 370 in St. Charles. Accident on the left side here, and those are big emergency vehicles. Now they are thinking about 6:15. This one should be clear, but it is weather related, as you know, and we've got folks saying, you know what? I didn't go maybe on Tuesday. Of course, I didn't go on Monday. I got to get to work. And we have got people out there. Look at that volume here in the 5 o'clock hour, the early, 5:30 hour. That is going to be something that we're going to definitely continue to monitor. But be safe out there. We've talked about it quite a bit. It's not about learning how to drive again. We're not telling you that. But it's driving these particular conditions with these temperatures. You have to be extra careful and watch your lane changes. I did want to show you 44, which is also problematic. And another accident here, 6440 at Long Road. I'll show you that one here in just a second. But let's talk to meteorologist Anthony Slaughter right now. This is serious business, Anthony.
Yeah, I tell you, spinning out a little bit, really can cause a big headache, not only for you, but also all the rest of the commuters that have to get out and, of course, get to work. And some of us have school, but I'm with you, Michelle. My school kids just called off again. So winter break part 2. Yeah, here we are, because we didn't have Monday, we didn't have Friday. And, is anybody learning anything at this point? I tell you, it's serious business, Paul. So I'm so sorry. Clear skies overhead, and we do have the snow that has wrapped up. Yeah, it's so serious. 8 degrees right now at Lambert, 10 in Mount Vernon, and 10 in Flora. So you definitely get the picture. You need the layers. You need to go slow on the road. Again, as Paul mentioned, we're not telling you anything you haven't heard before. It's just in these type of conditions, you really need to use that extra care and caution. And of course, you need to cover up. The numbers are below 0 when it comes to the wind chill. This is the coldest air we've seen so far this season, and it's going to stay cold today. So keep that emergency kit in your car as well. And if you're like us, dreading the work/school day at home, well, we're here to enjoy your company. Misery loves company. So teens for highs today, Michelle. That is it.
I know. We need to commiserate together. I tell you what. You know what? We've been telling you again, the roads are bad outside, right? You all know that. But as, Paul and Anthony have been talking about, we want to get you out the door if you have to be out. Diamond Palmer has been driving across Missouri and Illinois for us this morning to give us, an insight on what you're seeing at certain times and certain conditions with certain roads. Diamond, where are you now and what is it looking like?
Hey Michelle, I am riding shotgun this morning, which is why you don't see me. Every road kind of looks different. We are here in the Metro East on Route 3, headed southbound. This road is supposed to be 2 lanes, but as you can see, you can only see 1 lane, and that really is the concern this morning. It's nice to drive in this lane, which we can see has some patches, but at least you can see part of the lane in some spots here in Route 3 southbound. But it gets pretty dangerous when you've got those occasionally fast drivers that speed around you. We've got one coming up on us on the left side here, you'll see just shortly in a moment. And that's when that snow starts to kind of fly up and cause some visibility issues. Not as bad as yesterday, but you can see just right there, these speeding drivers kind of going in front of us. There really still are some slick spots out here, still, even with plow trucks, you know, being out here working overnight. The concern is really the on and the off ramps of the highway. We're actually headed about shortly to get on 270 westbound into North County. We want to really continue to check both sides of the river, but it seems to be over here in Illinois a little bit better. Again, still very patchy, still in some areas you cannot see the roads, but again, we are seeing those plow trucks out treating the roads, but just please be safe and cautious if you do have to be out here. We're going to continue to keep a check on your roads this morning, but for now, reporting live, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.
All right, so, you know, we've been showing you different roads, and you heard Diamond say they've been a little different everywhere. Rennie's joining us again, tracking our roads for us as well. Rennie, I'm sure it was nice to be at Wally's earlier, but where are you right now?
Wally's was very nice. We didn't go inside, though. Right now, we continue down Interstate 44 westbound. We just passed Six Flags. We're just about a couple of miles outside of Pacific, Washington, Missouri, that area there. Let me show you what it looks like up in front of me. We're still behind that truck that has been taking it fairly slowly throughout his drive. 35 miles an hour is what we're traveling down Interstate 44 westbound. We have seen some things on the other side that are very promising. Let me show you some video here. These are the snow plows working the eastbound lanes going back towards St. Louis to clear the snow away. But keep in mind, even though the snow could be clear, it's probably going to leave behind something that could ice over as these temperatures continue to go through our day. So don't take it for granted that, oh, it's clear, it's good to go. I would still take it a little slow out here. Earlier, I did a little experiment out on TV Plaza to give you an idea of just how cold it is outside. So this morning we thought we'd do a little experiment to give you guys an idea of just how cold it is outside. So what I have here in my hand is a Today in St. Louis t-shirt, and down here a bottle of water. What I'm going to do, take the water, wet the t-shirt, and then we're going to see just how long it takes for this t-shirt to freeze. All right, here we go. We've been outside for about 5 minutes now, and yeah, it's frozen. It's frozen stiff. Frozen stiff. So that just gives you an idea of just how cold it is out here. So that right there gives you a decent idea of just how quickly things can change. If you get outside and you start sweating and stay out there, then you can easily end up with frostbite or something along those lines. So be careful when you're out and about. I will say this about the snow coverage, though. It is a light, fluffy snow, which allows you to push it along very easily. Once again, a look up front here at the traffic. Truck just went by us at a pretty good clip. So you can drive at an upper speed, but at the moment we are traveling at about 28 miles an hour, trying to keep things safe here as we continue down Interstate 44. We'll check back in with you a bit later, Michelle. Reporting live on Interstate 44, I'm Rennie Knapp. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Rennie. Okay, so take a look. Missouri Highway Patrol Troop C is telling us from midnight through 2 p.m. on Tuesday, they had about 111 calls for service. They helped 25 stranded drivers, responded to 55 crashes that actually resulted in 6 injuries. But the good news, if there is any good news, that everyone is expected to be okay.